Hey there, tater tots! Welcome to the jungle. But it's not all fun and games. We got this guy. He showed up. Anything? Nope. Where's your llamas, buddy? Did you lose him? I'll let him hang out right there, especially because he doesn't have leads. You're useless to me. But if we fly right down here, you may have seen in the intro, not only did we leave the horse there, and I gotta do something about him. I don't even know how fast or jumpy he is, or if we're gonna add him to the guys over there. But, yes, unfortunately, Freddy got infected. Now, I meant to say, I don't remember if I said it or not, early in this series that I would not be zombifying and curing villagers, but this is Freddy. We've got to make him better, right? But before I work on Freddy, there's something that I really need to do. Boing, boing, boing. How did I go this whole time with the jump boost actually deactivated and not jump on a bed? And the next thing that we need, oh man, I'm jumping high. I was not ready for that when I started recording. The next thing is we have got to do something. At the end of the last episode, I was getting tired. And oh, by the way, new microphone, still messing with the settings. It's always a lot whenever you switch anything having to do with your audio. Generally takes a little while and a lot of tweaking. I spent all of yesterday working on it. But towards the end of that episode, I said I didn't have time to do the name tag because I wanted to play with the new microphone. So we're going to do that now. And I was asking, I asked you all to put in the comments what you thought we should do with this name tag. Who should we name next? And I got a lot of suggestions. Great suggestions, by the way. Thank you for that. I always get such good suggestions whenever I ask for them. But overall, it was that guy. And I think we've got multiple pandas over here. Let me see. So we've got this one right here. And I believe if we just go a little bit over this hill over here, I think we've got another one. I'm only going to get one today. And I haven't decided which one yet. I don't see either of them rolling around on their back, which means that double stuff might not really get along with either of them, but that's okay. Maybe they'll be a good influence on double stuffed. And seeing as how they seem to be pretty much the same, are you gonna follow me? Why didn't I try this last time? I mean, I'm not gonna walk all the way back like this really slowly, but it is pretty nice. Okay, so what if I do this? What if I do this? I can put the boat there, and then I go like this. Yeah, come this way. Come this way. Come this way. Come on. Come on. It's one block. You can go down one block, I promise. What is this thing's problem? Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Here, get in the boat. Get in the boat. Get in the... I know I was able to make this work last time. There we go. Perfect. Now, can I fit in there? This is going to be tricky. We did it! We did it! I have no idea how this boat is not sinking with this giant panda in here. But at least he's sitting up straight. Oh, he looks like a dog. He looks like a dog looking out the window. Oh, that's so good. All right, let's see. Oh, it wasn't that far to get home, so that's pretty nice. I was really hoping, I don't know if you heard it, and that, was there another one right there? I thought I just saw a panda. That's a Yep, we had one right next to the house. Get out of the way, guy. Not far at all. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Looks like you've got a bird friend. Anyway, so I don't know if you heard it in that last clip, but when I laugh, sometimes it like does some weird stuff to the microphone and it gets all distorted, and I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it, guys. It was like that before I changed microphones too, though, so it's definitely a setting. Okay, so now this time, I'm not going to do what I did before, which was I made like a dirt tunnel, basically, going in there. I'm not doing that. What I'm going to do is I'll break. There's no way I'm not going to hit this thing. Oh, geez, sorry. Sorry, I didn't mean it. Hopefully he doesn't attack me, though. That would be terrible. There we go. Oh, he's attacking me. Ooh, and he hits hard. Okay. Okay, here, let's just, I'll come over here. Is he chasing me? Can I give him this bamboo and he'll be nice again? Hey, there we go. I kind of needed that piece of bamboo, though. Here, I'll just chop this one. It doesn't matter. It'll grow back. Okay, come on. This way. Don't get stuck on the bamboo. Follow me. We can do it. It's about to be dark soon. Come on. I mean, I'm not saying we're in a hurry, but I'm saying you need to pick it up a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. Jump up. Jump up. Jump down. Jump down. Yay! We got it. Okay, here you go. And here. Can they? What? Oh my goodness! I don't have enough name tags. Todd Nugget, we've got 2 new friends. Well, one of them was an accident. That's just how it works sometimes, though. By the way, you may have noticed that I got, here, you can see, I got the advancement. So, all my advancements reset somehow. So, I was really worried. Okay, actually, I'll tell you. So, I was trying to get the thumbnail for the last video, and I wanted to find just a really quick, nice picturesque kind of scenery, and I looked through my footage and I did not, think about getting something like that, so I couldn't take it from my footage. So I just made a brand new Minecraft world, just to, look around real quick, find some mountains and take a screenshot. It was actually pretty simple. But as I was doing that, I was like, oh man, like, I don't want to accidentally delete this world that we're in right here, so I just made a backup. That's it. Should not have reset anything, really. You're literally just making a backup. I didn't load from the backup, nothing like that. Look at Ian down there dancing for the new baby. Good job, Ian. Anyway, so I have no idea why it reset all my advancements, but is what it is. I'm not really an advancement collector anyway. And here we go. I'm pretty sure everyone who's read the comments recently knows what this name is going to be. And it's Mega Stuff. That's right. So I realized I did double stuff with 2 Fs, and it's actually just supposed to be 1 F. But this is canon now, so I can't change that. And then I corrected it here. We're just going to go with that. And I guess we're going to have to tackle this little swimmer with the next name tag. But I have no idea what it's going to be named. So, you know what time it is. Go on down to the comments section. Let me know what you think this little guy needs to be named. Because I've got nothing. He is cute, though. And no, it doesn't have to be a he. In fact, we need some more female names around here. I think the only female name that we have, and correct me if I'm wrong, I guess any of the parrots could be either one, and that's fine. But we've got our tour guide over there, and that's really so far the only named thing that has been intentionally female. She just has her hair pulled up, I guess. But that brings us to Freddy. Freddy looks disappointed in us. We didn't do a good job at protecting Freddy from the bad guys. Everyone else is fine. I checked. So if we come over here, Sushi, Kevin the sushi person is fine. Obviously the tour guides, we just looked at them. We've got Sal and Bridget. They're perfectly fine. So I have no idea what happened to Freddy. I think we got to get him squared away though. All right, so in order to cure Freddy, we're going to need some splash potions of weakness. And I don't think... By the way, I do like how they redid the textures of these so that you can actually tell them apart a little bit, but now I just have to memorize what all the colors are. Okay, I don't think we have any. Yeah, we don't have any. So I'm going to need 3 water bottles. I'm going to need some blaze powder. I'm going to need a brewing stand. And the main things that you need to make a weakness potion, I believe, are a fermented spider eye, and then to make it splash, you have to have gunpowder. It's either gunpowder or glowstone. I always get them mixed up. But let's see. Mob drops. Yes, I've got a spider eye. Now there's no way. I think I need sugar and brown mushroom. I've actually got 2 brown mushrooms. I have no idea where I got those. Probably the same place as the red mushrooms. And then, yes, I've got sugar. Okay, perfect. So now I do sugar. Good. And then I add that with my spider eye, my brown mushroom, and you've got a fermented spider eye. Awesome. Okay, let's stick this bad boy down. Put in the blaze powder. Put in that. I've got to fill these with water. Okay, no big deal. Let's go. All right, let's see. Ready? And got it. I know you guys like that. Okay, so now we've got the water bottles. We add those in. 1, 2, and 3. And there it goes. Awesome. There it is. Okay, so we've got potions of weakness. Those are only good for 1 minute and 30 seconds, but that's fine. All we need is enough time to slap them with a golden apple. Now, here, let's just try this. Mainly because I don't know if I have any glowstone. So hopefully it's gunpowder. Cross your fingers, guys. And there, ooh, that's a new texture too. I didn't realize they were doing that. Those look really cool. Okay, so we've got 3 splash potions of weakness. Awesome. I'm gonna put 2 of them in here just in case for later. And then I believe over here in the essentials chest, just because I just reorganized all of this from that trip, yes, we have golden apples right there. And I'm up to 2 enchanted golden apples, by the way. All right, Freddy, here I come to save the day. Oh, look at you. You just look so miserable over there. Okay, I'm going to throw it right there to make sure it gets you. And it got me too, so I know it's good. And then there. I'm going to sit here until it's done. Freddy, welcome back! Welcome back to the land of the living. I bet you give some pretty awesome prices now. But that wasn't the intention. That's definitely not what I was trying to do. I just wanted to bring you back to life. If only it worked that way in The Walking Dead. Certainly not going to squander a good opportunity, though, that's for sure. There we go. Another 16 emeralds. And so next, someone mentioned something pretty interesting in the comments, and I have no idea how I didn't think of it. Let me see if I can find them. Ah, there we go. Yep, got to take one of these. And then we're going to fly all the way over here to our new ship, and there. Yep, there we go. We've got the dragon head as, what do you call this thing? Is that the masthead? I don't think it's it might be the masthead. I don't know, guys. I'm not a ship person. And even better, I use stairs instead, right there and right there. I think that looks pretty good. What do you guys think? I don't know. Makes it kind of fun, right? I wish there was a way, so if you power it with redstone, the mouth actually opens and closes, but I don't think there's a good way to do that. I don't know. I'll think about it. Now, the next thing that I want to work on today, I think is going to be right here, right next to the farm on this side. Do I still? Yeah, I have jump boost. Right over here. I want another stall, but I think I want it to be a farmer. And not just any farmer. I want this farmer to give me golden potatoes for free. I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this contraption that I want to do has several parts, okay? First off, of course, we need to have... Are you not going to... Not even really quickly? There we go. We need to have potatoes growing. I'm not actually going to grow it right here. Don't worry about that. And then we need to have bamboo growing. We'll just stick it right there. And then those need to be piped into furnace array like that. And then everything, or the cooked potatoes, need to go into a barrel that I can access. So this is several machines in one. So I've got to have a fuel source. That's what the bamboo farm is going to be for. Just a small bamboo farm should be all I need. I'm going to need a potato source. So that's going to be a whole contraption going into a furnace array to automatically cook it. And then a water transportation system to put it all in storage. But the thing is with this, I don't want you to see anything up here on the surface other than the barrel. So step one to build this crazy contraption is digging a hole. We got to dig a hole that's deep enough for me to put all the stuff that I need to do down here. and then pipe it up so that all we can see is that barrel. And of course there's going to be a stand. Like I want this jump thing. I want to do a stand right here just like we've done in other places. But this one's going to be a farmer. And he's not going to directly sell me the golden potatoes. What he does is he manufactures the golden potatoes and sticks them in a barrel for me so I can have them anytime I come by. You'll see. Okay, so this is roughly what it's going to look like. This will be where the potatoes are grown, and we'll have a farmer in there. And then we're going to have another villager like right here or so, who this farmer is going to try to throw potatoes to, but it's not going to be able to get to them. It goes down into a hopper system, which is going to pipe it into this furnace right here. Or it's going to be somewhere around here, right? And then along here, and probably along here as well, we're going to have a bamboo farm that's going to fuel this furnace. And then once the potatoes get cooked, they're going to come over here, straight up this hole into... Oh, goodness gracious. Okay. This hole into a hopper, which is going to go into a barrel right here. Did any of that make sense? I hope it made sense. I'm just going to go ahead and build it, and then I can show you what I did afterwards. All right. Let me show you what we've got here. So this has taken me a few hours to do so far, and we're not even done. And it's a jumbled mess down here, but keep in mind, guys, like no one will ever see this after today. But here's what we've got. So on this side, we've got the potato farm, and I still have to get the villagers for this, by the way. So because there's beds there, the villagers will think that they are able to breed. So therefore, the farmer villager that's tending these crops will want to share his crops with the villager that's stuck under here, okay? Right there, you can see there's a hopper minecart, which picks up all the drops that are thrown to this villager, takes it all down here, and puts it into the top, actually this hopper line right here, of a furnace, which is right here. We're only going to need one furnace because I imagine this is going to be like a trickle sort of thing. It's going to be limited by the amount of fuel that it has anyway. So this is a normal run-of-the-mill bamboo farm. Really simple bamboo farm. It gets up to the observer. The observer triggers a piston. It breaks the bamboo. It goes down, and because we're using mud blocks here, it can get picked up by the hoppers down here because the mud is less than a full block, I guess, even though it kind of looks like a full block. Anyway, Minecraft thinks it's less than a full block. So then that goes down here into this part of the furnace, which is where you see the bamboo right there, and this will start to stack up, which it already has. Once that gets cooked, it'll come down here, and this is a dropper vader that goes all the way up to the top. Essentially, here, I can actually demonstrate. I've got some stone. Let's throw some stone in there. As soon as you put stuff in the bottom dropper, it gets detected. It starts doing this fancy thing with the sticky piston, which basically sends a redstone signal all the way up. And then at the top, if we come right up here, right under this barrel is the last of the droppers, and you can see the stone came all the way up to there. So that way we're gonna, and this is just some junk that I have, I'm gonna clear that out, but all we're gonna see is this barrel, guys. Like I'll probably put a, I don't know, like a something here to cover this up. So you're just gonna see a regular barrel, except there's always going to be potatoes inside. Now, the only things we're missing to make this happen are the two villagers. And oh, by the way, I died. You can see my experience is at 7. I was trying to sleep here. It wouldn't let me. It said there was a monster nearby. I went searching around everywhere. I looked underneath this dock. There was a trident drowned right there. He did not give me his trident, but I wasn't recording any of that, so it never happened. All right, I've got a boat. Let's go up and get our villagers. Well, that's not good. I need 2 of you guys. Oh, guess I need to go turn on the villager breeder again. I haven't had that on since, like, I don't know, in a long time. Hey guys, how's it going? Ready to start breeding again? Good. You don't really have a choice. All right, so if we come in here, I've got I've got these beds set aside just like that, so that all I have to do is set them up like so. And these guys should start breeding. I don't know how immediate it'll be, but I know it'll work. We've done this before. So I tell you what I'll do. It's about lunchtime. I am going to go upstairs up here because we're going to need the baby villagers to grow up anyway. So I'm just going to come up here. I'm going to find a nice safe place to sit. And look, I don't like AFKing really in this series, but I think getting a sandwich for lunch is fine, right? I make the rules anyway. All right, guys, I've got 2 babies and an adult. I don't really want to wait anymore. So we're going to do this whole thing like so. Someone under the boat. Come on. Not everybody go at once. All right. So I made myself a little dirt path to take me all the way over there. You know, by now you'd think that I would have like done something a little bit better than just tearing down dirt paths and rebuilding dirt paths over and over again. All right, here we go. Good enough for sure. Take you down into this hole. I believe it's right here in this corner. Like so. And we are here. I really didn't want to mess up the crops, but I don't know if I really have a choice. I don't think that messed up any crops. Oh, that's pretty cool. Now if I do F3B, I can get the bounding box, and hopefully I can hit this thing without hitting... Oh, I hit crops. Oh well. I'll replant. Where'd he go? Did he go? Oh, I didn't think about that. Okay, we can fix it. There, now you're stuck. All right, let's get villager number 2. Now I can jump up here and I'll just do the same thing again. Wait for one of them to, you know, do the thing. Must be bath time or something. Oh, so close. So close. You got to make it all the way to the boat, though. Otherwise, it doesn't count. It's right there. Yep. I know you want to. Oh, we got another baby. Okay, I guess we're dealing with babies. So I think what I've got to do with this one is wait for him to grow up. Then I can break the boat and hope that he falls straight into that little hole. Oh boy. Okay, so you are grown up and you are grown up. And that's awesome. Okay, so I put a bunch of dirt around just because I'm really hoping it helps. I don't know if it will. But let's do this again. F3B, just so I can see the bounding box. I don't want to hit him. Please fall down. Really? Nice. Okay, so now all I need is for this guy to see this guy over here and say, man, you look hungry. And try to throw him some potatoes. I'll wait. You gonna do it? Come on. No? Is it because I'm watching? You missed a spot over there. Like 4 of them. Have any come down and I just haven't seen it? Maybe. Oh, a ton have come down. I just can't see him chucking them. But I think he's been chucking them every single time that he comes over. Oh, that's cool. Here's 2 more. Alright, so if we come up here and it is nighttime, I need to sleep before one of my villagers gets zombified again. Okay, good. So now... I think I'm done down here. Like, this should all run automatically. It's got bamboo coming. How's the bamboo looking in here? Still got plenty. Good. Awesome. So I can basically go up here and break this ladder and pretend nothing down there exists. And then up here, we should be getting baked potatoes. Now, I know I said before that we were going to have golden potatoes, not baked potatoes. So with a really fun spin transition, just like so, we should now have golden potatoes. All right. So now I just need to, and yeah, I haven't forgotten about you. But now I need to just make this market stall. And I think I've got something in mind. You see, so I found some inspiration by this guy named Grayson. I think it's a guy, this person named Grayson Designs, I believe it is. I'll link it in the description. Unfortunately, the market stall that I see there, it's all made out of spruce. And I'm not doing spruce. Not going to do it. So let's say we had there, and then we put one of these in the middle. So that would be the front of it. And of course I would strip these just so they match, right? Then we'll have, yeah, we'll probably have a gate there. I mean, a gate there or a gate there. It doesn't matter for now. It actually doesn't matter for now. So then the next thing is I want to have, let me see if this will make sense. Where is it? Okay, so then we're going to take some of these mud brick walls and let's stick it there and there. Okay. Yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm gonna tell you what. I'll work on this for a little bit. It's gonna take a lot of fiddling. I can already see, and then I'll bring you back in once we have something that makes a little bit more sense. Okay, so something like this so far. I still have a lot of work to do. Here, let me show you up top. I use beds right here. I could have probably used quartz half slabs for this, and I may still end up doing this, but this is what Grayson did, and it's Grayson Builds, by the way. This is what I believe Grayson did, and what it does is it adds just that little bit of texture at the bottom part of the bed, and it kind of goes really well with the extinguished campfires. But this is a completely different build palette. I think the only thing that's the same is the beds and these mud brick walls right there. Everything else is different. And next, I'm going to have to get in here and just take some of this, please. And I'm really glad that I have the red too. Basically what I need is the white and the red, and I just happen to have both, which is pretty sweet. I think that's going to be enough. Yeah, I think that'll be plenty. I'll take a little bit more red just in case. There, so what I want to do is put these like so. Just like that, and then some white ones in the middle. And then what I'll do, and these vines are very handy, by the way. I want to put just a little bit of carpet. I'm going to need one more. Just like that, just to give it a little bit more pop right there on the top. Okay, let me get down here, and then let's go into free cam and take a look at it. Yeah, I like how that looks. I like how it looks. There's other things that we're going to do as well, just to add to it, and I want to do some things around the bottom, but for right now, this is looking really good. Okay, I changed it up just a little bit, but I wanted to see how this looks. Okay, so if I were to add that there and there. Okay, let's get back into free cam, see how it looks. It's supposed to line up. Yeah, so it lines up with the beds. And I think that looks pretty good. I could do some designs. I think Grayson did some designs on the banners. My banner foo, I just made that up, is not very strong. So maybe that's something that I can look into in the future, trying to figure out how banners work. I've done a little bit with banners, but really not that much. Okay, so there. I think this is good. It looks really busy, guys. I don't like how busy it looks, but I wanted to try to spawn-proof it as much as possible. That's what all this extra junk is, you know, right here. So mobs shouldn't be able to jump up there or on that corner. This corner's fine. This corner's fine. And this corner's fine. It should be mob proof. I mean, no promises, of course. But now I got to get a villager in here. I wonder if this thing doesn't run when I'm up here, by the way. Am I that far away from the farm or the villager breeder that it's not breeding unless I'm down there? I'm not really sure. I expected to see more of these guys. I mean, this is quite a few, don't get me wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But still, I expected to see more. Oh man, you know what I just thought about? As soon as this guy sees all these barrels, he's gonna want to turn into a fisherman. I want him to be a farmer. Okay. We can do something about that. So if I come in here and I put this composter here just so he would be a farmer. Now, if I were to put this right here, are you going to see this? Hey, buddy. Hey, look over here. What if I get you really close to the composter? Will that change your mind? It's right here. Please? He's already seen barrels. I can already tell. Okay, so now if I were to put that there, now you don't have access to any other workstations, I don't think, right? You shouldn't. What if I break this? There? No, there's no other workstations. In your world, which is there we go. Okay, good. There, you can get out. Perfect. Let me go sleep before this guy gets zombified. Okay, so now I need to lock in his trade because as soon as I break this composter, he's going to switch to whatever. So I just happen to... That's funny. I have golden potatoes. You don't want those, though. Let's go get some wheat. Okay, that's 22. That should be enough. I think it was 20, right? Pretty sure it was 20. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Yep, 20. Perfect. All right, he's locked in. You are forever a farmer. There. So I think he's able to jump up here because these are full blocks. He doesn't try to jump up if there's... Here, let me show you. So if we go over here to Freddy, Freddy doesn't try to jump up here at all. Primarily because this... it might just be because these are over his head. I have no idea. But I'm not too worried about it for now because it appears as though these fences are keeping him from escaping, if that makes sense. I don't know. If he does escape, then, you know, we've got other things to worry about, but I think he's safe. I just realized I completely forgot to talk about the most important thing, which is this barrel right here under, and they're coming in. It's coming in quick. Here, I'll take a little top off there. This barrel underneath the lantern is the one where the golden potatoes come up. So that's really nice. So I imagine I got to think of a name for this guy, and I'll get to that before the end of this video. But maybe he's just like a really good salesman or a really ambitious salesman, right? He's up here on the counter saying, "Hey, come over to my stall, get my golden potatoes. Come over here. I've got I'm buying some wheat and potatoes right here." So maybe you sell him regular potatoes and then he will give you back golden potatoes. Maybe it's something like that. I don't know. Just trying to add to the lore a little bit. Oh, I think this is funny. We buy produce. Well, the golden potato is the name of this stand. We buy produce and then luxury starches. I think that'll work. So the next thing that I want to get to, I don't know if we're going to be able to finish it in this video, but we've, and maybe it's just been like in the comment section or on Discord, I've been trying to figure out what I should do over here, and especially what I should do with this beautiful tree. Hold on, let me show you. I think that this tree might be the best tree in our area. I'm trying to think. Like, that one's pretty good. I grew that one myself. But as far as the natural trees, that one's a really good tree. But this tree, man, it's awesome. It's awesome. I could never cut this down just because whenever I look at it, I just see possibilities. So, and most of you probably know, I've been using this area as like my wood farm, my tree farm. So why not make that oh goodness, leaves. Why not make something like that official, right? I could do, I'm thinking like a wood yard over here and just make it look more official as the tree farm. Not really sure how that's going to happen, but I know one thing that I need to do is clear out all of the trees, obviously except that one. And while I'm clearing this area, there's something that I've been thinking about a lot recently. We spend a lot of time, and I do it too, we spend a lot of time really worried about what other people think about us. And when it really comes down to it, nobody cares, right? They may comment on it, they may do that just to boost themselves, but it really has nothing to do with you. It just gives them something to talk about. Do you think anybody is going to care, you know, what shirt you wore 2 days from now, even 2 hours from now? No, absolutely not. Because everyone's so wrapped up in their own story that they really don't care about anyone else's. So with that in mind, I think it's super important that instead of working really hard to try to be the best supporting character in someone else's story, because that's what you're doing when you worry about what other people think. Is you're trying to become the best possible supporting character in their story. Instead of doing that, maybe we should spend that time trying to become the best possible main character in our own story. Just something I've been thinking about recently. I've had some situations, in my personal life where that's come up. I'm not trying to be like a philosopher or anything like that. It's just kind of a realization clicked in my head a few days ago about this topic. So yeah, let me know what you think. If you have anything to add, if I'm wrong, that's perfectly fine too. I will catch you back in the game. Okay, everyone, we are back. Let me go into free cam just so that I can show you what this looks like. I cleared out a lot of space. Basically, I probably could have cleared out these trees as well, but I left them because I don't want it to be imposing. I don't know if that makes any sense to you guys. But I don't want it to be an eyesore with this beautiful jungle kind of area that we have. I want it to be decorative, but also functional. And I know that's asking a lot. But I think the first thing that I need to do is just clear out or level out some of the land a little bit. I might need to extend like this tree or something down a little bit if I clear out too much of the dirt. But I just want to have a little bit of a flatter surface to work with. There, so it's not completely flat, but it's flatter, if that makes sense. I didn't want it to be very, very, very industrial, completely flat. But I also didn't want big gaping holes in the middle of anything, so I think this looks much better. So I've been looking around, trying to think about how I can incorporate these two big trees that I left behind, and I think I've got an idea. At least for this one right here. I'm not sure if I want to do it with this one, even though that's super tall. I love how tall that tree is. But I was thinking I could have 2x2 trees all around this one, right? And then I could use this one. Maybe I'll have some sort of, ladder system or maybe stairs, maybe like the spiral stairs going up, so that you can get all the way up to the top and then drop down on top of the 2x2 trees. Hopefully that makes some kind of sense. So that way all you have to do is dig straight down as opposed to staircase your way up like you normally have to do for a 2x2. So for example, let's say that we had like right here, right? And I'm not saying it would be exactly here. We'd have to measure it out. And then I could have a 2x2 here and then maybe like a little bridge or walkway that just comes out a little bit. What is this? 4 blocks from the trunk of this tree, just so you could drop down onto the next one very easily, mine it down super fast, replant, and go again. Something like that. And I could actually have them, all of these. So that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I could do it here as well. And then another one over here. And just have little walkways, so that these would be really easy to do. Now we could do something different, maybe for like the dark oak. Since the dark oak doesn't get that tall, we'll figure out exactly what the max height is and have walkways from there. So I think using some of these trees for something like that could be very useful and make it a little bit easier. Now, okay, yeah. I could fly to the top of these trees. I've got elytra. But for the immersion, we need to have a way to do this without elytra. And I think this would be a pretty good solution for that. But I'm going to leave that as is for now. I'm going to think about it in between videos because there's something else that I absolutely have to get to. And that is naming this guy right here. Now, it's not just, it's not just, to establish more lore and more life into this. That's obviously important. That's really important. But also, if these guys are going to be zombified every now and then, we need to name tag them so that they don't despawn. That's going to be really important. And so, I'm going to, is this it? The Great Rod? Perfect. You know what? I'm going to do this right here. I've got my fishing rod. You know what time it is. Let's do this thing. And there we go. That took all of 13 minutes and 27 seconds. Man, I'm really liking this fishing pole. And now we get to go do this for the first time. Hey, Freddy, how's it going? Just got done fishing. Let's see. I've got plenty of these. There you go. We've got some salmon. Here, you can take that. We've got some of these tropical fish. Great. And then here's the puffer fish. 13 emeralds. That's not too bad. Thanks, Freddy. I also picked up a pretty good book. It's got infinity. It goes really well with this Power 4 bow. I think those will work really well together as a backup, of course. And then another fishing pole. This one is just Look of the Sea 2, but may as well hold on to it. So let's go put a name on this name tag. So I use Notion. I'm not sure if anybody else out there is familiar with Notion, but it's kind of anything that you want it to be. It can be a journal, it can be a schedule, it can be something that you organize your tasks with. Anyway, so I use one for my YouTube content. So I've got a list of parrot names, which I've mentioned in the comments quite a bit every time someone suggests a parrot name. I've got a list of micro farms, so that might be something coming in the near future. I've got some tutorials, villager locations, like what types of professions we're going to have at each level. I've discussed that in videos in the past, but I've also got one for villager names that I got from you all. I think it was from Discord. Oh, hey, Cucumber. Good to see you. I don't think I ever talked to you. I'll try to make a point of talking to you every time I come over here. So let's put this book away. I'm getting quite the collection of enchanted books, by the way. I might have to expand the storage soon. So here we go. Got my big jumpy going. Okay, so you, Mr. Farmer, are now named Marvin. So I like the name Marvin. I really like the name Marvin. I think that's perfect. So even with pets, here's something, and I may have mentioned this before. I really like to give like human kind of traditional names to non-human creatures, and I'm counting Marvin as a non-human creature. I don't know why, but that's perfect. How we doing on the golden potatoes? We are racking them up. That is really cool. So the limiting factor in the golden potatoes, which makes it kind of trickle in slowly, is the bamboo farm. It's a small bamboo farm. So as soon as we get enough bamboo in it, in one harvest, by the way, to cook one golden potato, that's what it does. So it is slow, but I think it'll be fine for our use. Anytime I need food, I can just come over here and grab a little bit. Oh, guys, and don't forget, in the comments, I need someone to give me a name for, is it this one? The baby grew up, and now it's nameless. So we've got 3 pandas. I think 3 will be plenty, unless there's like a brown one that I find out in the wild or something like that. You can see double stuff just lounging around. And then we've got Mega Stuff, that's a new one, but we've got to name this one. So let me know in the comments what you think we should name this panda, because we got to name it something. But that's all the time I have for this one. Coming up on the screen right now is a list of our channel members, and this isn't everybody who's given support. This is just the current list of channel members. If you want to become a channel member, obviously that's greatly appreciated. It's not necessary. I will keep doing this either way, but so many people have supported this channel. Looking at you, Angela. Thank you so much with the super thanks on the last video, and I think another video as well. I will see you all in the next one. See ya.